Okay, how are you all doing, folks? It's HirosKnight here. Should I call myself your boy? I don't feel like I've done enough to earn the reputation of being your boy. But nonetheless, I'm here. Anyway, enough with the preamble, let's get into it. It's the Second World War, and I'm fucking hankering for a German to shoot down. Where am I? Or love streaming as my autocorrect calls it. Okay, subscriptions, me. Me, baby, me. Hey Mike, how are you? How are you doing? I'm gonna play some IL2 Sturmovik, Battle of Moscow, which, of course, is the Second World War. I'm flying a career for the Soviet Union, flying the MiG-3. I've already flown one mission on this. Enemy planes being spotted crossing our front lines. This is my pilot, Myron Alahunin, I think that's pronounced. I've so far got the Battle for Merit, 1,000 rubles for shooting down a Misheard, which is great, and an aviation badge, because obviously I'm an aviator. Yeah, I've shot down one Misheard so far in the last mission, although I got shot at quite bad myself. Realistic on runway, hard indents. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, can you hear me okay, and can you hear the sound okay? Unit HQ, let's see what my mission is. There I am, 1 hour's flying time, and only one mission flown so far, and I'm flying the MiG-3. Oh wow, it is a cool game. Yeah. I'm good, thanks, Mike. Yeah, how was your afternoon at the Games Club? We could have ran into each other, I was just in town with Ollie. Planning room, that's where I'll find out info. I'm intercepting bombers, and there's only 3 of us going up, so hopefully we won't be jumped by Messerschmitts. I hope. Please not. Okay. Time to fight for the motherland. Yeah, I've got... Sign up for a campaign. What kind of campaign, Mike? Sounds interesting, intriguing. That's a Bf-109, which was a mainstay German fighter during the Second World War. Okay. This is our situation. It's the 5th of October 1941, and it's morning. One of our air observation posts has detected enemy bombers crossing the front lines. Their initial reported location is marked on your flight map. Take off immediately and intercept them. Ideally before they reach their target, well yeah. Pay attention to your radio messages during the flight. Other air observers may detect the bombers, and this information will be relayed to you. This is the plane I'll be flying. The settings are all as I like them. Invade and occupy a planet. Wow, that sounds quite in-depth. What kind of game is that? But yeah, I like the effects on this. Very good. Start the game. Okay. I'm going to set my mixture correctly. 80%. Flaps down. Let's see. Okay, taking off then. I'll set that when I take off. I'm going to have to concentrate here. Oh, bloody hell. I'm going to start that again. I feel like an idiot. I've never done that before, and I don't know why I did now that people are watching. Okay, I think the Commissar's going to have a word in my ear for that one. Didn't even manage to take off. But my frame rate's just plummeted then. I don't know if that's just because Gonna have to proceed to the next day now. Oh god, that was embarrassing. No, I'm fighting in Moscow. There's 3 different in the series at the moment. Next day. Yeah, there's 3 different phases that are available. Each has different expansion packs. I've got Battle of Moscow, which is first chronologically, of course. Battle of Stalingrad, followed by Battle of Kursk, which is along the Kursk salient. So those are 3 sort of phases on the Eastern Front. They're releasing the Western Front soon. 3 additional MiGs, so that's good because I broke one. Latest newspaper's been delivered in enemies' planes. I'm not flying this mission, so I'll hit proceed. And I'm escorting bombers. Which is worrying because I'll probably end up over enemy territory. Okay, yeah, oh, Panfilov shot down a plane. World news. Let's see what's happening in the world. Vyazma and Bryansk encircled, and then there's something about the Bf-110. Top Soviet aces in the sky, and there's a list of the best. Let's start the mission. You've only got 2 factions so far. That's the Soviet Union and obviously Nazi Germany. But you'll have America and Britain in the next expansion. So you can fly on the Western Front as well. Also, the First World War is being released on this, so you'll be able to fly for France, America, and the Royal Flying Corps / Royal Air Force in the First World War. But yeah, this is my mission. Hopefully I'll be able to take off this time and escort the bombers. I'm really embarrassed about that. I've never had that problem before. I'm going to have to completely focus on taking off here. Yeah, that's good. Flaps down. That's what my plane looks like. Very sleek sort of plane, the MiG-3. The reason why I have problems taking off is because the plane automatically wants to turn to the right on takeoff. I don't know what everyone else is waiting for, but we've got the clearance to take off. Come on, somebody. Yeah, got the flare for takeoff. There goes one of them. I feel a lot more comfortable knowing that there's 6 of us. Once he starts moving, I can start. Okay. Okay, I don't know what's happening here. What on earth? I think there's a problem with my joystick. This isn't right. Wonderful. This is botched. Yeah, I think my joystick's broken. That's really weird. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. I've never had this problem before. Okay, I've never had this problem. Okay, wonderful, so I can't do this now. So I think there's a problem with my... I'll try the Messerschmitt 109, that's easier to fly. Okay. I've already shot down 2 planes in this career, which shows how much easier the Germans are. Let's see. What's the mission? Escort bombers. Yeah, I can handle that. Yeah, apologies for that. Hopefully 10 minutes into the stream you'll now be able to see me actually do something. Everything's automatic in the Messerschmitt, so... Yeah, this is a... Let's see... Yeah, I've got to escort them quite far, but should see some action. I'm a Messerschmitt F2. Okay, start. Okay, time to get the stabiliser in a better position. About 12% of flaps is enough. Don't know if I'll have this same problem again in this plane. On stabiliser. And since this is an escort bomber mission, I think we're going to have to wait to take off for a minute or two. But the Messerschmitt's just way easier to fly than anything the Russians have. It's got automatic cooling. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see if I can handle this on the ground. Wonderful, I can actually fly this. How are you, Mike, anyway? You enjoying the stream now that I'm actually doing something? Okay, off emergency mode. Yeah, the flame rates are a bit... Yeah, very no frills for Soviets, whereas the Germans had everything automatic and really thought through the design work, whereas the Soviet design philosophy was just get as many people in the air as possible. Yeah, I've never had that problem with the MiG-3 before, actually. I don't know if it's just the pressure. Oh, there's some Heinkels up there that I'm escorting. Modelling in this game is really good. This plane's also much easier to land than any Soviet aircraft. I'll show you some of the external models. I mean, look at that, the detail on there. But yeah, it's a nice cockpit, decent visibility as well. The lead Messerschmitt, so I'll follow him. He knows what he's doing. I'm basically flying hands off at the moment. That's how easy this is to fly. We're German, and we hope you like Germans too. We're German, hope you like Germans with you. So that's the lyrics to that song. Got plenty of fuel. I mean, this plane's more than a match for the Soviet aircraft at the time. Even the MiG-3 was mostly designed for high altitudes, although most of the combat was at medium to low altitude on the Eastern Front. So the MiG-3 was never that useful, despite being a decent aircraft by Soviet standards. And they did have some good aircraft towards the end of the war, but it took them a while to catch up with the West. If there's anything else you want to know about World War II history, just ask away. Because besides streaming, that's apparently what I'm doing. Giving a history lesson. Raise the landing gear. Oh, I'm an idiot. No wonder the plane's been shaking. I never, ever make mistakes like this, usually. And now that I've raised the landing gear, the whole thing feels a lot easier, and I'm picking up speed. I'm a fool. I've been flying too much World War I stuff lately. That'll be where that comes from. It's the first time I'm streaming this live, but I feel like this is the first time I'm flying because I'm making so many mistakes I never usually make. I think I can slow down a bit, I'm catching up with them. And the frame rates seem a bit lower, probably because I'm streaming it live. I didn't think it would hit the frame rates, but apparently it does. Also, there's a lot in the sky at the moment. There's a few other Messerschmitts and there's the bombers. Yeah, it is the multitasking. It's because I'm reading the comments at the same time. Not to blame anyone but myself for forgetting to put the landing gear up. I remembered to put the flaps up, funnily enough. So I was flying along for a quarter of an hour with the... Okay, I can use the stabiliser a bit. The only thing about fighter escort missions is you have to fly a lot slower than usual to keep up with the bombers and stay with them. Yeah, I was wondering why I was only just clearing 300 kilometers an hour. There's the bombers. But yeah, I'm flying the beginning of the Battle of Moscow, where in October the German forces were advancing on Moscow. I then believe what happens next is there's a bit of a siege for a few months, followed by a counter-offensive in the winter. Because the Russian winter really beat the Germans because they had problems resupplying and they weren't used to fighting at such cold temperatures, whereas the Russians were trained for it. And that's how they overcame that. We've also got the Battle of Stalingrad later on, which was a turning point, and the Battle of Kursk, another turning point in the area that we would now consider near Georgia. There'll be some action in a bit, I'm sure. Yeah, this is the F variant of the Messerschmitt 109, which was the next variant after the E. I would have thought twice about it. Well, the thing is, they thought the Soviet Union was a much easier target, because their technology was quite obsolete, and they weren't as battle-hardened or well organised as the Germans were. Also, the Russians really struggled against Finland during the Finnish-Soviet War in 1939 to 1940 because they only really won that through overwhelming numbers. I think there was something like 800,000 Soviet losses for something like 100,000 Finnish losses, and they pretty much had them fighting at a stalemate for the whole war, despite having far inferior forces, and they just fought better, whereas the Russians were fairly incompetent during that war. So that's why they decided to invade the Soviet Union, because they thought they'd win it easily. And although not... I think Hermann Göring was quite against attacking the Soviet Union before Britain was defeated, but a lot of the others just went along with Hitler, who really wanted to invade the Soviet Union. Because they wanted all that extra land, and they wanted the oil resources in the Caucasus as well. In hindsight, it was a very stupid move. But if you were in the German High Command in like October 1941, then you'd think it was going quite well, because they got nearly as far as Moscow. They captured a lot of Russian cities like Smolensk. So they were doing very well at that point in the war, so I think they thought that Russia would be defeated like within months at this point. It's mostly me just flying in a straight line at the moment, but I expect that the Soviets will make themselves seen soon enough. I dropped my phone. Hold on, I'm just going to pick that up. See, that's how stable this plane is. I literally was just away from the keyboard to pick up my phone then, and it didn't even wobble. My phone's dead, I'm putting that on charge. Hold on. The only thing about Moscow compared to Stalingrad in this game is the scenery is a bit duller. I mean, it's mostly just fields and forests, whereas in Stalingrad you've got the city of Stalingrad itself, which is on fire, and there's bombed out buildings, and it's really a feast for the eyes. And as for the Kursk salient, that's just beautiful, because you've got the ocean, you know, the Black Sea, you've got the Crimea, you've got islands, you've got mountains. It looks great. Yeah, it's interesting because it's historical. You get news as it's happening every few days in the campaign mode, and it goes through different stages of the battle. Like at the moment, this is the offensive. Then you have the siege, and then you have the counter-attack. There's more to it than that, but... Yeah, this is the F variant, Messerschmitt, as I was saying, which is superior to the E variant, which was used during the Battle of Britain. The E variant's still used at this point in the war, but mostly for ground attacking. But the F variant's more than a match for the MiG-3, and definitely superior to the Polikarpov, which was an obsolete fighter the Russians were still using. Give you a view of the outside of the plane. The Daimler-Benz engine has a distinct sort of whistle, which I really like. Okay. An order from Hans Fischer to engage the nearest air target. Don't know if Hans Fischer's in our flight. Don't see anything just yet. Yeah, must be getting close to the target now. I'm overflying a river. And... we won't necessarily come across any enemy aircraft, so this might be bad to stream, but I just fancied a change, to be honest with you. Might play some Civilization at some point. Soon. Also, we've got the road trip tomorrow because we've got Euro Truck Simulator, which I'll be flying. See a village down there and an airfield. I can see some planes, but I can't tell if they're friendly or enemies on the ground. The airfield. There's the bombers. Where's the friendly fighters? I don't see them. Oh, there's one. Don't see any evidence that we're behind enemy territory yet. Nothing like flat bursts. I think this is just a really long mission. And the bombers are all safe, so doing our duty so far. Yeah, it's not quite as fun as Euro Truck Simulator, but it's definitely challenging, and it's interesting to try and see the war out in the career mode. Because it's difficult to even get through the Battle of Moscow without being shot down and killed by somebody. Yeah, I hope this isn't too boring anyway. It's only really interesting if you're doing it. No sign of enemies yet. Is that a flak burst? Yeah, flak burst. We're over Russian territory now. So we've crossed the front lines. And the target was quite close to the front lines, so we should be on our way back now. Shortly. Hopefully I won't be shot down by flak. I know that everyone hopes that, but... There's a town down there. Oh. Drop of my command. That sounds encouraging. I think that's the bomber formation. Manfred von Brettenbuch. Come on, Manfred. Bomb 'em. Bomb them commies. Still with us, Mike. Looks like we're actually getting some action for once. Soon. Flak guns have spotted me, because they're shooting at us, but that's about it. Oh, what sketch ideas do you have, Mike? Oh, bombs away? Oh, we're being shot at there. should be heading for home now. Oh, the Heinkels have destroyed a factory. Good for them. Good for them. And they're turning round. We can hear flak bursts as well. About a primary school teacher doesn't know the full alphabet. Okay, as premises go, they're quite good. Yeah, well, if this whole thing could end up being a washout if nothing happens. Oh god, there's a lot of ground fire down there. Who are they shooting at though? It's a Soviet air base as well, so it's a 109. Amidst the bomber formations, so I'll climb out above that. But you can get a good view of the models of the Heinkels, which look nice. You get a feeling that you're high up in this, which I like. And you definitely get a good sensation of flight. Trying to find the other 109s, whom I can't see. I don't want to turn around in case I lose the bombers. The flight lead would have said if they were... Ah, there they are. There, I like how there's the automatic slats which come up when you're turning at low speed to help with lift. Oh, that's one Heinkel down. I don't know if that's one of ours. It's in our formation, but flat guns apparently shot down a bomber. It's strange how we're leaving at a higher altitude than we arrived at, but oh well. Now, Mike, what do you think I should stream next time? Other than Euro Truck Simulator, which is a given on Sundays, but what would you like me to do more of that you've seen me play? My mission's done. No, it's not. I've still got to fly back to base. Well, you've seen I've got Civilization, Yu-Gi-Oh! I've got, Empire at War. I'm really open to ideas here. Well, if there's a game that I haven't mentioned that you'd like to see me play, just let me know. Yeah, I could play more Empire at War. I might actually call it a stream once I've landed and then play some Empire at War. Well, I think Jack's streaming later, so I'll check that out when he's doing it. Well, that was an eventful. I think we're back in friendly territory, and we didn't see any Russian fighters. Yeah. I should have played Empire at War instead, really. I was thinking mistakenly this mission wouldn't take that long. Well, one thing they get right in this is when you're flying for the Soviets, it feels like a real fight for survival, whereas if you're fighting for the Germans, it feels a lot easier. And we've not even really been challenged this time. But turn up for my stream. What time was your stream, Jack? Because I was out until not long before I started this, and I didn't notice you streaming, so I couldn't watch it. But if you're streaming later, I'll watch it later. Or I'll watch it back when I'm done with this. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, sorry about that, Jack. I didn't realise it didn't say you were streaming. And I'm subscribed to you as well. Yeah, Jack did one yesterday that was quite good. Would have happily turned up for that if I knew. I knew you were doing one, I just thought you were doing it later than now. Yeah, how did it go anyway, Jack? But yeah, I'm playing some IL2 Sturmovik right now. Escorting bombers. Nothing's really happened so far. Haven't been able to contact Mike. Have you not? Oh wait, you don't have Facebook. Are you on Discord, Mike? Because if you are, then you can talk to Mike on that. But yeah, subscribe to his channel, Mike. It's SWTOR Saga. In other words, what he's using now. But yeah, sorry about that, Jack. Would have liked to have seen it too. Can still see it, but you know. Discord. Is that what Sean Connery calls it? Right. Are you on Steam, Mike? Crimson Skies. Yeah, that's more the fun sort of arcadey one. This is a serious one, but as in, well, they're all, you know what I mean. It's a fairly realistic one, but the downside of that is either you're doing a lot at once or you're hardly doing anything at once. Like, I'm flying the career mode and we weren't attacked on this escort mission. Yeah, I'll demonstrate the graphics. There you go, got a subscriber. These are the Heinkels. Quite well detailed. I've got the pilot and the gunner. Right. So yeah, how are you, Jack, anyway? How's your day been? How has your day been, Jack? Well, it's a fairly recent flight sim, so it's quite state of the art when it comes to the graphics. What, your day's been boring? Sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully I can make it a bit better. Of the world. Yes, we're back on the chain gang. Back on the chain gang. So yeah, if you've got any questions, chat, then feel free to ask. I might crash on landing, perhaps, because I've been fairly lousy. You should have seen earlier, Jack, when I couldn't even take off flying a Russian fighter, which usually I can do, but for some reason I'm a lot worse at everything when I'm being watched doing it. I don't know why. Usually I'm a fairly competent pilot, but it's not going to be like Euro Truck Simulator where I just crash into things all the time. Let's put it that way. Yeah, give you a view of the scenery. Quite well detailed. So yeah, you might be able to see me crashing a bit when we come into land. Is there a gremlin on the wing? Like, taking pieces of it and everyone else insists it's not there. Oh, that came quite close to me. Good thing I spotted him. There he is again. Yeah, beautifully rendered planes, truly. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. That's a way to describe this, using Thanos language. Back on the chain gang. Back on the chain gang. Doo-doo-doo. By the way, Jack, what would you like to see me stream more of in future? I'm open to requests today. It's Request Saturday. Might even call it Drive-In Saturday. Drive-In Saturday. Well, a fly-in Saturday rather. So Jack, you gonna stream after this as well? No, we're all against doing it twice in one day. Slush puppies in sachets. Oh wow. I suppose it's basically a slightly melted Calippo in that case. Well, you don't know if you're going to stream, Jack, because I'd totally watch it if you were going to do it after this. Also, if you want to watch this back later, you can see me humiliate myself a few times. You get those. I imagine Poundland. I might be wrong though. Ah, Tesco's. I'm a bit of a Tesco shopper myself. That's my local shop. So, how would you say your week was overall, Joe? Two streams in a row. I don't know, but it's not unusual. It's not unusual to stream for anyone. Do-do-do-do-do. Not unusual to stream for anyone. Do-do-do-do. It's not unusual to stream like anyone. It's not unusual, no matter what they say. No matter what they say. Oh. Someone's requesting landing clearance. I wonder if that's my flight. Don't think it's for bombers. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it, Jack? It's fun. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, I'm keen for feedback on my content anyway. You know, what you'd like to see me do more of, what you think I should do less of. That's boss face and I do a playthrough of the second game. Oh, so you're nearly done with the first Darksiders. Let's see a barrel roll. Okay. There we go. Did a barrel roll for you. Do a barrel roll. Oh, yay. Yay, I can return to base. There go the bombers, turning off, so I assume they're coming into land. Time to follow my colleague, and I assume we're coming into land ourselves. Lots of people requesting permission to land. Assigned objective completed. Oh, there's my buddy, my pal. Hiya, pal. Flying through the clouds should get some moisture on the windscreen. Yep. Don't know where my friend went. That looks like the aerodrome, so yeah. Somebody's landed already. Is there a particular runway, or do I just land? I think I just land. It's my speed. Yeah, I want to slow down a bit before I put my flaps down or anything. Will you give us permission to land? No. Will you give us permission to land? Well, tough titty, I'm coming into land anyway. Hopefully it won't be too rough. Coming over these trees and down I come for landing. Oh, there's my... Oh dear. I think I might have spooked him a bit. I didn't see him there. Oh, bounced a bit. What happened with my friend there? Did he crash land or... Right, flaps up. Canopy open. I'm gonna taxi somewhere out of the way so my buddies can land. Look, you can even see behind me where my wheels were. Yeah, I didn't see my friend landing beneath me. Hopefully he didn't crash. Thanks, Mike. I was a bit worried about it for a second. It's quite good considering it's something I did in one of my streams. Usually, I embarrass myself on my streams. Oh, there's a dude walking along. Yo, buddy. How are you doing, mate? How the hell are you doing? Just pacing about by the fuel. Okay, engine off. May as well watch my friend come in and land. Flare going off. Okay. Yeah, thanks for that, Mike. Yeah, you can see the grass and... Yeah, nice landing there. Nice landing. Didn't even bounce like I did. Do it, Jack. These Dawn of War games are good. Okay, time to finish the mission. Okay, yep, successful landing, 52-minute flight. Events log. Well, it was fairly uneventful, to be honest. A friendly hindcore was destroyed. Bombed a factory facility. And we landed. That's it. Aren't the Dawn of War games Warhammer? Because I remember playing one of them. If so. So yeah, I think I might call that a stream because, to be honest, watching me escort bombers might not be that entertaining, so I might just do that. So, do you want me to play something else? Because I'll happily do that, but I'll do that as a separate stream. Well, thank you for joining me, guys. I will see you soon. Bye.